She's been through it all: child stardom, public heartbreaks, health battles, and viral memes. But in 2025, Selena Gomez just did something that even her biggest fans didn't see coming. She dropped the album of her career. And the internet, it's losing its mind. From emotional anthems to fearless confidence, this record isn't just another project, it's a statement. This is the album we've been waiting for. This is Selena Gomez like we've never heard her before. Let's dive deep into the shock, the love, and the tears that followed the release of Selena's most powerful music yet, and see exactly how fans around the world are reacting to the drop that shook the industry. The surprise announcement that set social media on fire. It all started with a cryptic Instagram story, a photo of a rose in flames. No caption, just silence. The next day, a short reel Selena in a dark studio, eyes closed, headphones on, surrounded by dim red lighting. Within hours, Fast G6 started trending worldwide. Then came the announcement her sixth studio album, Eclipsed, was coming. No long rollout, no months of teasing, just 1 week's notice. Fans barely had time to breathe before the countdown began. But that's Selena's magic in 2025. She doesn't need to overhype. Her authenticity speaks louder than any campaign. A sonic evolution. Eclipsed is a genre-bending masterpiece. When Eclipsed finally dropped, it wasn't just an album. It was a transformation. This wasn't the bubblegum pop of early Selena, or even the soft-spoken sorrow of Rare. This was bold, experimental, and deeply personal. The album blends synth-heavy alt-pop with R&B, soul, Latin rhythms, and even spoken-word poetry. Songs like Ashes in Bloom, Phantom Lover, and No More Candles showcase her vocal growth. She's stronger, richer, and way more confident in her range. Critics are calling it her lemonade moment, a genre-hopping, emotion-packed odyssey that peels back the layers of her identity, fame, and self-worth. She's not trying to be anything but herself, and that's why it hits so hard. The first track everyone's talking about, Holy Scars. Holy Scars is already being hailed as the album's emotional centerpiece. It's stripped down, just piano, strings, and her voice, but it's the lyrics that hit like a punch to the chest. Every crack they carved, I wear like gold. Every tear they mocked, I let unfold. Fans immediately recognized this song as a powerful response to her mental health journey, her public breakdowns, and the unfair criticism she's faced over the years. Twitter exploded with fans saying they cried within seconds of hearing the chorus. On TikTok, Holy Scars sparked a viral trend where users share their stories of healing and resilience while the song plays in the background. It's more than just music, it's therapy. Vampire Eyes, a dark, empowering anthem for the heartbroken. Then there's Vampire Eyes, the track that has quickly become a fan favorite and a feminist anthem. It's sultry, powerful, and full of gothic glamour. Over a pulsing, haunting beat, Selena delivers lyrics like, "You took my light and ran, but I still see in the dark." The internet immediately clocked this as a not so subtle dig at past relationships, possibly even referencing her long, emotionally exhausting on again, off again with Justin Bieber. But rather than sounding bitter, the track is triumphant. It's about reclaiming power, about walking through darkness and realizing you're the one holding the torch. The fan-made music videos are wild. Black lipstick edits, slow-mo spins, shadow dancing. Vampire Eyes isn't just a song, it's a mood, a global rollout with deep cultural roots. Selena didn't just drop an album, she crafted a global experience. She released Luna Lora as one of the lead singles, a Spanish-language ballad about love lost and self-redemption. Her vocals soar over Latin guitar riffs and minimalist drums. The response from her Latin American fanbase was immediate and emotional. Selena, who's long embraced her Mexican heritage, finally delivered a project that fully honored her roots, not as a gimmick, but as a core identity. The song charted in Mexico, Argentina, and Spain within hours. Fans flooded Twitter with hashtags like Fe Selena es Nuestra and Fe Orgullo Latina, celebrating the cultural pride and emotional rawness of the track. The visual album art house meets vulnerability alongside the audio release. Selena dropped a visual album that premiered exclusively on a streaming platform, each song with its own cinematic short film. But unlike flashy pop visuals, these are minimalist, eerie, and deeply poetic. The visuals feel like pages from her diary. In Ashes in Bloom, she walks barefoot through a desert that turns into a burning forest. In No More Candles, she stares at her reflection in a water-filled room as the ceiling slowly collapses. Each video represents a phase of healing: denial, sadness, anger, clarity, rebirth. This project isn't just entertaining, it's deeply artistic. a love letter to her inner self. Fans react. She's finally telling her story. The fan reaction has been nothing short of electric. Twitter timelines are flooded with breakdowns, lyric analysis, emotional threads, and fan art. One fan tweeted, "She's no longer being polite. She's telling the truth raw and unfiltered. This is her story, and we're just lucky to hear it." On Reddit, entire threads are dissecting the album track by track, comparing it to her past work, and noting how much more powerful and confident she sounds. People are calling it her most grown up album, emotional without being victimized, strong without being cold. TikTok is absolutely overflowing with edits, from crying reactions to dance interpretations to poetic makeup looks inspired by each track. One fan said in a viral video, "This isn't just her best album. This is the best album of 2025, period. Mental health at the center. This saved me." One of the most moving parts of this release is how deeply it connects with people struggling with mental health. Selena has never shied away from sharing her struggles, whether it's lupus, bipolar disorder, or her experience with rehab. This album makes space for those who feel invisible. Songs like Static Silence and Paint Me Blue tackle the heaviness of anxiety and emotional numbness without turning them into melodrama. Selena's vulnerability, combined with her creative control, is giving people the courage to speak about their own stories. Therapists and advocates online are even using the album in sessions and workshops. Fans are saying things like, "I've never felt so seen by an artist before. This album didn't just speak to me, it healed me." Critics finally give her the respect she deserves. Let's talk industry. Critics have long underestimated Selena, some reducing her success to her looks, relationships, or Disney past. But Eclipsed has flipped the script. Leading music magazines, blogs, and cultural commentators are finally recognizing her artistry. One prominent review read, "For the first time, critics will have to put respect on Selena Gomez's name, not for her stardom, but for her vision, her courage, and her refusal to be boxed in." She's getting compared to artists like Lorde, Florence Welch, and even Fiona Apple, not just for sound, but for the emotional intensity and control over her narrative. And it's not just reviews. Award season buzz is loud. People are already predicting Grammy nods, maybe even a win for Album of the Year. What's next? A new chapter begins, with Eclipsed already shattering records. Most streams in 24 hours for a female solo artist in 2025, #1 in over 40 countries, and massive physical sales thanks to collectors' vinyls. Everyone is wondering what's next for Selena. She's hinted at a world tour, but in a way that's different from traditional pop tours. More intimate venues, more storytelling. Think one-woman shows that blend music, monologue, and visuals. She's also been spotted in meetings with indie directors in LA, suggesting more acting projects that align with her darker, more introspective direction. And through it all, Selena's made it clear she's finally free from needing to please anyone. She's not making music for the charts. She's making music for herself, and that's why it resonates so deeply. Selena Gomez has always been talented, but Eclipsed proves that she's brilliant. She's no longer the girl trying to prove herself. She is herself, raw, emotional, powerful, and unafraid. From unexpected sonic shifts to haunting visuals and jaw-dropping vulnerability, this album doesn't just show who she is, it cements her as one of the most honest voices in music today. And the fans, they're not just celebrating a release, they're celebrating a rebirth. So now it's your turn. What's your favorite track off Eclipsed? Which lyric gave you chills? And how do you feel about this new era of Selena? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button. If this album shook your soul, hit subscribe for more deep dives on your favorite stars, and ring that bell so you're first to hear about Selena's next move. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes it's only in the darkness that stars shine brightest.